welcome back here, guys, with your boy DJ Fastnex with another review of Secret Invasion. This is episode 3 review. If you missed episode 2 review, it is on our TV Roundup episode that I had last week. And you can check that out on my YouTube page, YouTube DJ Fastnex Snack Bites and Reviews. Alright, first up, guys, ending with that last crazy reveal that Nick Fury has been with a Skrull this whole time. Like, that's crazy. Or at least since 97, I would say. It's not yet 97 is when we found out about her. So that's pretty cool, the fact that he's actually been with them, well, been with one all these years, and still feel the way he feels about not having them take over or having so many on the planet. Like, one of the things he said in the last episode. So, this episode basically starts off with, just explaining how that happened and, just in general, things just getting totally bad, overall with, it's progressing really fast with Gravik, making his moves. And, last episode we talked about the fact of them making a secret Skrull. And if you look at this screen grab I got down there, clearly they're going to be doing something, especially with those powers that they have up there. You got to talk about a couple of the major events with this one, with Gaia getting killed. Now, out of, how people say certain secrets are the worst kept secrets in the industry? And I'm going to have to say, in the guise of this secret network that of Skrulls is going on with Gravik, Gaia being a spy for the other team, for her dad, is the biggest, worst kept secret in life. And she should already know that Gravik knows what the hell is going on. That was a setup from the beginning. That was a setup from episode 1. I'll just tell you like that. He knew that he couldn't trust her from the beginning. That's just how it was. And the fact that she went through and she set up the safe house, and she did all these different things that we had to find out what was going on. So then you get her dad, Talos, going around trying to find out what's going on and seeing, just what can be done, and, mad at the world because, his best friend, Nick Fury, cursed him out and shamed him. I get it. I understand that. So it's kind of funny when you see that Nick Fury, after getting shut down by Rhodey and everybody else of the government, he comes back, basically, in a sense, crawling back to the people who helped him, who put him in the position that he is in now. So they have a whole thing. He tells him about what's going on. And they have this whole, basically talk about how you need to apologize for what you said, because I guess they were just such close friends, and it hurt Talos so bad that Nick Fury had to do it. So Nick Fury, he apologized. He gave in, because he's just like, look, we got to get this stuff done. We got to take care of some stuff. Now let's go back to where some of the information about Nick Fury and his wife. Now she's upset because not only did he get blipped away, and she mourned his death, and everything, and the fact that when he finally came back, he left again. That was that was heartbreaking. It's understandable. You can understand any motivation she had since then till now. She has some type of right to feel that way, and I get it. But he apologized to her. He told her what's going on. She gets a random call. Nick Fury is like, hold on. Don't trust that. How much do you want to bet that he tapped her phone to find out what's going on? He had to. But I wonder if they actually talked and she decided to still help him out, and we just ain't seen that yet. There's more things coming up. Like the ending of the episode was her basically saying that she was working with somebody, but we'll talk about who she was talking to in a minute. So he had that whole breakdown of her being upset about him leaving and not coming back, and realizing that maybe she's not even worth coming back down to check up on, and the only reason he's back is because of something else going on. Another reason to make her feel kind of crappy about it. Um, Also, going back to this whole fake spy thing going on, tell me why she she was so messy when it came down to trying to be a spy. Like clearly, like even in the last episode, she was the only person who knew what was going on. I'm sorry, in this episode, she was the only person who knew what was going on. So why act on it so fast? He knew what she was doing, and that's why he set her up like he did. But then you get to the part where Gravik is now, enacting his plan. He said what he's going to do to meet up, and she calls her dad and tells him, and Nick Fury and them, they go handle some stuff. It's just crazy, like how when they needed her to do the stuff, because basically, Nick Fury and Talos, they found the guy and they wanted to interrogate him, but he wouldn't tell them what it was with the the nuke, because they well, not the nuke, they was about to use the plane to destroy the sub, and they infiltrated this. They Skrulls infiltrated the Marines. I think it was the Marines, and to take over just the things of the missiles and being who they're gonna blow up and all that stuff like that. And it was so crazy how like they didn't know what was going on. And okay, I understand Secret Invasion. We're at episode 3. We're halfway. We're at the halfway point. We gotta see something, because us not seeing the Skrulls change is getting kind of old. Let us see them when they change. Like, why did we get a whole cutscene? I'm sorry, a whole jump cut to seeing that the 3 Skrulls that was in the in the car with the new Skrull that showed up, which I have theories about him too. But the new Skrull that showed up, they changed, but they did it like in a cut. They cut to another angle, and now you see them as the new people. This is kind of crazy to me, but that's beside the point. The show is pretty still good. We are like I said, we at the halfway point. I'm gonna need to step it up a little bit more. Now that meeting between Gravik and Talos, that was some good stuff. That whole speech about the picture of all these people who are the leaders sitting in a room deciding what to do, where the people on the front lines are out there dying and sacrificing themselves for them. It makes sense. Coincides with what's going on with the Skrulls and Nick Fury. Pretty dope. And then the fact that Talos, when he went to attack, and although he realized that everybody in the room was Skrulls, that was pretty intense, pretty cool. But the fact that Talos said, "Hey, I know that I'm a Skrull like you, and I mean business, so don't mess with me." And then the fact that he said his daughter's name again, Talos was like, "Yo," he didn't care. He didn't care that all these people was there to protect him. He still stabbed that man. It was like, you say her name again, it's going down. Can't blame him on that. So that was cool. And then the reveal that he has already become what we considered a Super Skrull. Thus, this picture that we seen down here. Yeah, they show him with the extremis thing, to healing himself back up after Talos stabs him. So that was pretty interesting. I wonder why they didn't attack him though. Maybe because he's part of a plan later on. I'm not sure. But let's get into that crazy death scene. Yes, like I said, old girl, worst spy ever, worst liar ever. Because she was like, I could lie really good. I'm like, if he can't tell that you are the one who's giving all the information, I don't know who could. And she ran right into this thing after her dad asked her to get those codes, or not the codes, the passwords, so they could stop the launch. And so it was funny how like she did all that. She ran out. First of all, when she first got to the gate and realized nobody was there, should have known then the jig is up. And the fact that she got killed. Now, my predictions is I don't think. Well, if you look at trailers, you can clearly tell that she is coming back. But I wonder what she did. Like, again, because it was too obvious to know that she was the one feeding information to everybody. So I'm wondering if she planned for that in the first place. So that's probably why it's so janky to us. And like I said, in the trailers, in the initial trailers, you see, like, for example, this is the first trailer. This is a screen grab from the first trailer. So clearly they already told us that he was going to become some type of Super Skrull in the beginning. So we see her in scenes that we hadn't seen her in this trailer yet. So that's how I know she's probably going to be back. Now, Nick Fury's wife. I really think she's a double agent. And I think that she's been close to Gravis Network, but just keeping tabs on him. And still let him do what he was doing, but keeping tabs on him just in case something needs to pop off. And the fact that Fury came back, I think that was her getting being put back in position to what she needs to be and to see how to stop everything. That's why she probably needed to talk to Gravik. What she said, I need to talk to Gravik, probably to let him know where Nick is supposedly, or to try to convince him to not do what he's doing. Or just like I said, she's doing that to try to get in touch with him so Fury can find out where he is and what he's planning. I don't know, because it's weird that she went and they put a gun in the safety deposit box. Makes me wonder. And then the person she was talking to. Now here is the biggest part of the episode. For some reason, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving this. Each episode leaves us with a good cliffhanger. So if you didn't think Rhodey was a Skrull in the last episode, this episode definitely has to give it to you, because the person she's talking to, that is clearly Rhodey. I don't know if it's Skrull Rhodey or real Rhodey, and he's just trying to play it out to see what's going on. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a Skrull Rhodey. Now the question of the day, if it is a Skrull Rhodey, how long has he been a Skrull, and when did they change him? I'm banking on the fact that they told us that he knew 15 years ago. It's probably when he was changed. That puts him right around the time where we technically got a new Rhodey in the MCU, which is Iron Man 2 days. So the whole time he's been fighting with the Avengers, he's probably been the Skrull, just to keep tabs on Iron Man and everybody else. So that's, kind of weird and creative thing to do. But let's see what happens, man. I don't know. With this new episode coming up, they're going to probably reveal some new things. Okay, guys, that's the end of the review. If you like what you hear, you like what you've seen, go ahead and leave a comment down at the bottom. Leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to my pages, DJ Fat Snack, Snack Bites and Reviews, and all my other social medias. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon.